So that brings up another, and this isn't always the case, but WWE has been jumping on the bandwagon of, and I've bitched about this before, is giving people single names. Now, sometimes it works. Sometimes it works. The aforementioned Batista. But in that case, I think it kind of worked because he was such a badass, and like there's a lot of people who hate on Batista, but let's be real, he was a fucking badass. And if you don't think so, then fuck you. That it worked. It's kind of like how The Rock got away with being The Rock.
Yeah, after he was Rocky Maivia.
Yeah, but I mean, like, think about it. Like, on the surface, The Rock is such a stupid name. But he owned it, started talking about himself in the third person as The Rock, and he got it over. And then you've got...
It's just like Triple H. Why?
It's just a nickname that stuck.
And it worked.
Yeah, it totally worked.
But what about, and it works with him now, what about Matt Riddle when they changed it to just Riddle?
See, I hate that. I hate that with a fucking passion.
Or I got another one. I'll wait and let you finish.
Well, so the reason Matt Riddle specifically annoys me is because his name is actually Matt Riddle, and his name has value because he came from MMA.
Mm-hmm.
So not only did they turn him into I would say a stoner, but they're also treating him like he's 6. So he's just a dumb kid now who rides a fucking scooter. And not to get off topic, but there was this hilarious botch. It's not really a botch per se, but there's this hilarious video that I saw where I guess he and Bobby Lashley did a backstage segment, and Bobby, because Riddle's always barefoot, and Bobby was supposed to stomp on his foot, but the camera pans down exactly when Bobby does the stomp, and he's like 6 inches away from Riddle's foot. Like, the camera wasn't supposed to pan down, right?
Yeah.
But the fucking idiot behind the camera is like, oh, he's actually going to step on his foot. I'm going to get it on camera. Bobby stomps the floor, and Riddle's selling it, and he looks like a fucking idiot because you saw that Bobby was nowhere close to his foot. And he's sitting there writhing in agony on the ground, and I'm just like, God damn it. And see, this is the true tragedy, because I think Riddle is smart enough to know if he'd caught that, he would have been smart enough to turn it and be like, yo, Bobby, like, what are you trying to step on my foot for, bro? Just be like, that's not very nice, man. You know, and just walk off and, like, salvage it to a certain extent. But if he had done that, Vince would have had his ass.
Probably. More than likely, yes.
And that's a problem, because there have been several times in other promotions, AEW, for example, where I've seen things go not quite according to plan in the ring, and it's obvious, but people recover and they make the best of it. Like Christopher Daniels, when he did that, I can't remember what he was trying to do, but he flopped, he missed the rope, and he ended up falling on his ass. They turned it into a thing. They turned it into an angle. They turned a mistake, a legitimate, just like happens to the best of us fuck up, and then they go into an angle where he's like, I just don't think I have it anymore.
Here's another one. And they changed the name a few times.